What life-changing item can you buy for less than 100? The morning after pill. This girl fucks and is cautious as well. Not an item, but my cat's adoption fee was significantly less than 100, and what he does for my mental health and happiness is definitely life-changing. 100%. My second dog was free, thanks Black Friday adoption special. And she's the best. I picked mine up off the side of the road. Anyone in CA looking to improve their life, the Riverside Shelter has an ongoing deal for pet adoptions. Any dog or cat that's been with the shelter longer than 31 days can be adopted for a $20 fee. Any who have been there less than 30 days come with a $60 adoption fee. This fee includes the pet, their spay/neuter, required to adopt, all shots and vet needs up to date, a freaking microchip, and a large bag of food to get you started. This shelter is chronically overcrowded, and the deal has not changed in over a decade. I got my pup 11 years ago for $20, and it's the same fees to this day. Anytime you are considering adopting a pet in CA, please consider them. Edited from over 30 days to over 31 days per their website. Link in comments below. I paid $120 for each of my cats to be spayed/neutered and microchipped. That's a fantastic price. I have a very friendly kitty that could use some more friendly kitty friends. Also, he was free because the vets refused to spay his mum during COVID and she shat him out. He's adorable. OMG, he is so cute. I love kittens, except they destroy the house, so we went for an adult cat. She was 1.5Y when we adopted her, and now I've missed her kitten phase. Sigh. In my experience, kittens are okay at not destroying the house, as long as they have another animal to play with. Luckily this little guy has got some other cats and dogs to be his buddies. Although our other cat, the vet, refused to spay during bad COVID times, so yesterday I watched her give birth. It was horrifying, but hooray for more kittens. One of mine is almost 3, and I just had to remove him from a kitchen cabinet that he opened to have a buffet, and yesterday he got stuck to my screen somehow. The antics are less cute when they are 12 lbs. I'm sad I don't have baby pictures of him though. He was about a year when I brought him home. I love him. Kittens are such assholes. His teeth are so sharp, but he's so cute you can't help but try and rub his belly. Lol. A good vibrator. Yes, I bought a Veep one that looked great, but once it was on, it was crazy loud. Lol. I spent some extra money and bought another one that was rechargeable, quiet, waterproof, and had a light on it, so I could use it as a flashlight for nighttime bathroom trips. I'm just imagining myself in the middle of the night, half asleep, sitting on the toilet with a glowing vibrator quietly buzzing on the bathroom counter. When I first moved out on my own, my grandma gifted me a gripper pad to open jars and whatnot, and it's been so incredibly useful. I can't imagine one is more than one. Are these just for jars, or do you use them for anything else? My mom gave me one a couple years ago, and I don't think I've used it once. I've never had a hard enough time opening a jar that it seemed worth it to go open a drawer and rifle through things to find it. Stuck nail polish bottles. That's a good one. I do a lot of my own home repairs and have used it on screwdrivers and pliers. They work great. Champagne corks. This really is the only item I need to be the strong independent woman that I am. No jar is gonna slow me down. I have an oven mitt that has the gripper pads in it, so it's multi-purpose. Menstrual Cup, thanks for all the upvotes. It feels great. And sincere apologies for not getting back to the comments. I read every single one though. Just be careful not to try to remove it after traveling to a high altitude with it in. This was many moons ago. I put one in at home, and we drove up to the White Mountains in Az. That's about 5,300 feet difference in altitude. I went to remove it, and it had suctioned itself. I couldn't get it, so after about half an hour of trying I asked my husband for help. Point you. No, longer fingers and all. It took like 15 minutes, and I felt like my cervix was being ripped out. I just left it till we went home, but that was days away. My periods were extremely heavy, and I didn't want TSS. I had it once, when I was a teen. Memories, no high altitude, but I wanted to try it, and it was one of the worst decisions of my life. I couldn't get it out, was in extreme pain, just had to lay in the tub crying and screaming. Moved from tweezers to scissors with my husband. I can never suggest this to anybody. The pain and anxiety was unreal. It took like an hour to get it out. Edit. We tried to pull it with fingers, but it was so bad. Tweezers moved it a little, but I did cut it. It was cut it or go to the hospital. It was so bad. I actually wish I could leave it in 24/7. Came here to add this to the list. Cannot imagine my life without it now. They literally make you feel like you're not having your period at all. With the exception of cramping or bloating, of course. But I forget I'm on it now. Commented this before I saw your post. Don't get periods anymore. Thank you Depot Shot. But when I did, it was a freaking game changer. And I wished I had tried it sooner. No more dry tampons scratching your insides near the end of it. No more diaper feeling pads. Also no more stinky garbage, which my boyfriend was super happy about. Lol. Deserves a million upvotes. Just commented this. A true life changer. Yes, or 1,000 times yes. A bidet. Love my bidet. It was a recommendation from this sub, best 35 I ever paid. Is it portable? Could you share? Thanks in advance. Well shit, I paid 1,000 for mine, and I got it used. Nearest toilet with integrated bidet. That costs 3k new. I would never think of buying a used toilet, especially a bidet. Lol. A higher quality, well-fitting bra. r/abra that fits for anyone who doesn't know it yet. Yes. Any brand recommendations? Several years ago I discovered Title 9. They have bras made specifically for small, medium and large bust sizes. They're a little pricey, but hold up really well. I have bras that are 4 to 5 years old from them that are still in great shape. Some of their bathing suit tops come in actual bra sizes too. The Natori brand, I have 2 of their feathers bras, are so comfortable. You can get them almost for half off when Nordstrom does their anniversary sale. Just make sure to air dry because they are delicate. Fantasy and Elomi are my 2 faves. Discovered at the lingerie shop where I go to get fitted. Sort of depends on your situation. Highly recommend checking out the sub. Very helpful, very friendly, very knowledgeable people. Books. Also getting an e-reader and a library card. Overdrive/Libby has changed my reading habits. Granted, you can just get the library card, but my local library still has covered issues. If you log on to Hoopla/Libby/Overdrive with your library card, you'll have access to whatever your library hosts there too. It can really expand your choices for free. A skein of yarn for 2. Makes 2 hats for cancer patients or homeless people. Dang, I'm paying way too much for yarn. Actual wool as opposed to synthetic generally costs a lot more, but both have their uses. Hear me out. If you are living alone, shop at Costco or frequently purchase heavy items, are petite or often stuck asking larger people for assistance with moving things, get a wagon. I'm talking those 100 or less foldable carts that can be easily stored in a closet or trunk/boot of the car. I have 2 cats and buy from Costco often. Each litter is 40 lbs. Having the cart help me haul groceries in the litter in one go, and it's perfect for heavy items. Dittoing this. I bought a stair climbing cart. More teacher's crate in wheels than anything, and it's great. It's got a flat lid that can be used as a seat. Holds about 185 pounds and folds up pretty small. I added a couple bungee cords to help carry stuff that didn't fit in the cart. If I didn't live up a flight of stairs, a wagon would be perfect. Electric toothbrush. I can't believe no one has commented this yet. One of the best things I own. A decent kitchen knife or one decent pan to cook in. I just got my first nice kitchen knife, and the amount of time I've saved cutting veggies is shocking. It's easily paid for itself. I wish I would have known sooner. My entire life I grew up with parents who wouldn't know a sharp kitchen knife if it tickled their armpit, so I thought sharp meant the pointy tip. My life was vastly changed when I happened upon a hospitality exchange host whose hobby was maintaining edges, and he sharpened my utility. For those not in the know, this is a Q-shaped blade/screwdriver contraption that comes dull and warped and is generally considered a toy, to the point it could shave arm hair. That taught me what a real edge could be, and I quickly went out and bought a splash stone. A true whetstone is better, but also more fussy, and between a splash stone and a whetstone is a Law of diminishing returns for time investment. Would you believe that with proper sharpening, any knife is a nice knife, so long as it fits your hand? Maybe it doesn't hold its edge unhoned, as long as a more expensive knife. But toss in a honing rod, and any hunk of metal can be sharpened to cut paper thin slices of tomato. So I'd like to submit to any and all out there experiencing the life-changing magic of a sharp kitchen knife. Get the honing rod and the phone number of a good knife sharpener. That's a person, not an object, or a splash stone, if you are willing to learn the technique yourself. Air fryer. Agree, just bought one and wow. Can you elaborate why you like it so much? Can you fry everything? Like meat? I've had it for just 2 weeks, but what we've cooked in it thus far has been good. We did fried chicken, so good. Potatoes, pizza, coconut shrimp. Air fryer does everything a regular does. But the best part is you save time. Preheater oven is probably 10 to 12 minutes. Preheat air fryer 3 minutes maximum. Also say oven pot pie regular oven 50 minutes. Air fryer 26 minutes. Obviously you have to use smaller portions, but you can buy frozen chicken, tenders or wings, add a little spray of cooking spray and ready in about 15 to 20 minutes. YouTube has many recipes ideas. F29, a portable car jump starter pack. We have had lot of car problems. Nothing makes me feel more capable than jump starting my own car. Except the time I jump started an old man's car who had broken down on the side of the road, before a strong looking guy stopped to see if we needed help. It felt great to say I've got it. To add on to this, an air pump that you can plug into the lighter. It comes in so handy for when you're running a little low, or if you actually have a slow leak and need just a bit of air to make it to the tire shop. I got mine like a decade ago for 35 to 40, so I imagine they're about 50 to 60 now. My 2 youngest cats cost 80 to adopt them, both. Not each, and that was definitely life changing. I think it's true that the best way to keep a cat entertained and mentally healthy is to have 2 cats, so this is a great idea. All 3 of my cats hate each other. E-reader. You can have literally hundreds of thousands of books on one tablet that is smaller than a single book. Plus there are so many free books out there. A towel warmer for somebody who's always cold and shakes like a damn chihuahua straight out of the shower. It's a total game changer. Just straight up great towels. Big fluffy bath sheets. I just bought some, and it's a luxury experience. After taking a shower, I'm having the worst time replacing our towels. How do you pick them out / care for them to ensure they stay fluffy and absorbent? Okay, so I have 2. 1. Satisfyer Pro Penguin Next Generation. Mind-blowing orgasms at your fingertips whenever you want. It's quiet, like quiet enough to not disturb my sleeping husband when he's not up for it, but I am. And it's waterproof, which is nice for bath time and also for those of us that squirt. I'm telling y'all, freaking phenomenal. Well worth the indefinitely less than 100. 2. Flex discs. Kinda like a menstrual cup, but it's a disc that sits at your cervix and catches everything before it has a chance to go anywhere. Can seriously forget I'm wearing one, or that I'm even on my period at all. Mine have never leaked, and mess-free period sex is awesome, and considering that I have a horrible week-long flood of a period, that is impressive on its own. Also, they only have to be changed every 12 hours. And no more of that horrible dry cotton tugging when your flow is light and the tampon is more dry than not, and I swear I cramp less too. Check them out, look it up on flex.com. Seriously, I've converted almost every woman I know to these things. Even the ones that already use a cup. I swear I should be a spokesperson for these things. D. Squatty Potty. I could upvote this a million times, but I don't have one. I use my trash can that has a lid. 6-foot phone charger. No more laying on one side until your body falls asleep and pushing through the pain so you can scroll Reddit. Haha. I think you mean 10 foot. Some good earplugs and a nice sleeping mask. A little humidifier for when the air in your bedroom is dry. Altogether much less than 100, and you will thank yourself every night. Good footwear. I have literally never been able to say this. Anything under 100 lasted me a few months of wear at best before the bottom cracked or the supports weakened considerably. Maybe Converse or Vans, but nothing I needed for work or exercise. Slippers and a joint. I couldn't wish for more right now. A fabric shaver slash depiler. Saved so many of my scarves and knit sweaters and makes things look brand new. Noise blocking machine for the bedroom. I live near a busy street and it's been a miracle. An epilator. No razors, no waxing. Costed $30 and hair takes so much longer to grow back. Isn't that crazy painful though? The first time or two can be, and if you have overly sensitive skin it might not be great, but it's completely manageable. Hurts far less than waxing ever did. As long as you exfoliate before using it to avoid ingrows. I've never had an issue. A sunrise alarm clock. It's a round alarm that wakes me up by shining sun gradually as it approaches the designated wake up time. No more startled wake up. A quality yoga mat. YouTube has everything you need to get started. Bedding, great pajamas, a side sleeper pillow. Tub shroom. This is gross, but I used to stick my hair on the shower wall and clean it off after each shower so it wouldn't go down the drain and clog my sewer line. Now I just pop the tub shroom out once a week to clean it. I shed so much hair I don't know how I'm not bald. Tongue scraper. Do yourself and others a favor. Birth control, an air fryer, lottery ticket, and maybe a plane ticket, a water flosser. Psilocybin. Meat thermometer. A kitchen scale. For anyone that plans on baking even once. Takes all of the goose walk and ingredient ratio problems out of baking. You don't have to scrape peanut butter and messy ingredients out of the measuring cups. And you have fewer things to clean after measuring. Also, they're so cheap, you can spend some of the remainder of that $100 on an instant red thermometer to check when your baked goods are done. Probiotics, especially if you have to take antibiotics. They really do seem to help prevent yeast infections. An IUD, depending on your insurance. A good straightener slash curling iron. Crocs. I have been spared so much back pain. Heating pad. A pillow. I got a memory foam one for about $60 and it's changed my sleep. It's totally amazing. If you have decent health insurance. A vasectomy. Light years cheaper than an unexpected kid. They're virtually painless. Just a couple days of recoup, and as they're outpatient surgery these days, usually, and health insurance companies view them as way cheaper than paying for your pregnancy. You can often get them less than $100. I paid nothing. I can't recommend them enough. Hot water bottle. Birth control. Periods fucking suck. I wish I had started on them as soon as I got my period. Birth control ATM is free for me. So, gonna go a bit unconventional. A commercial car window breaker slash seatbelt cutter. We don't want to think about these things, but it's a low cost tool that can save your life in a variety of deadly circumstances. Watched the episode of Mythbusters, where they tried to escape a car underwater and bought one, right after. Obviously hope you never have to use it, but knowing that a small, 15 thing could save your life is very comforting. A phone case that's also a wallet. The only reason I even carry a purse nowadays is because I need my mask. Otherwise, I'd never carry a purse again. A weighted blanket. Serious life changer that helps me soundly sleep. An air fryer. If you work while standing, investing in a good pair of shoes can make a huge difference. I'm sure there are some over 100, but there are several that aren't. They need to be comfy and durable, or good inserts for regular shoes. Though I'm not sure it works quite as well. You feet and back will thank you. I bought a $40 bidet and connected it to the toilet in my apartment, and all 3 of my kids stopped asking me to wipe them after pooping. I considered that life changing for me. A menstrual cup. A water pick. A bidet attachment. Bought one on Amazon for $45 earlier this summer. Total game changer, especially during the heaviest days of my period and post-sex. I've never felt so clean. My bidet has a dial that can adjust the stream angle to hit either the back door or the lady bits, so it's pretty versatile. I love it, and I'm not sure how I lived without it before. I also save so much toilet paper.